Jaws is a household name around the world, and has sparked fear into the hearts of many who have watched it since it was first released in 1975. Everyone who knows anything about Jaws knows that it's about a giant shark who wreaks havoc on the members of a small East Coast community. However, Steven Spielberg never actually shows the monstrous shark until near the end of the film. How is it then that a movie about an unseen monster can cause so much fear? Spielberg uses a variety of film techniques and tricks to accomplish this. Let's take a look.
Going.
Swimming!
Jaws opens with the scene of a young man and woman intoxicated and going out for a swim. The fact that this young couple is completely content to go swimming in open water at night gives the audience a clue that this body of water is known to be a safe, comfortable place for residents to go. The lighting is ominously dim and the characters are backlit, showing just their silhouettes as the girl dives into the water and the man passes out on the shore. The girl seems to be having too much fun and doesn't notice. This is the first clue that something is about to go horribly wrong.
Come on in the water!
Take it easy. Take it easy.
The camera shifts from an above-water shot of the girl, peacefully swimming around, completely alone, or so she thinks, to an underwater shot of her legs. As the camera shifts back and forth from above the water to underwater, it draws nearer and nearer to her. Suspenseful music starts to play. Eventually, the girl is pulled under. The camera cuts to her boyfriend, lying on the beach, unaware of the events that just took place, and then cuts back to a view of the ocean and fades out, leaving the audience wondering, what was that? As the movie progresses, further tactics are used to intensify the mood and frighten the viewers. One scene in particular uses a couple of techniques to accomplish this. First, Spielberg uses a unique musical track as a signal for impending danger. The track is extremely simple, so much so that most children could easily plank it out on the keyboard, yet has become well known around the world to signal any kind of coming threat. As children and families play happily on the beach, all is as it should be, until the camera once again moves underwater and the music starts playing. In this case, the camera is used as a perspective from the shark, or a point of view shot, rather than something to watch the shark start making his attack. This gives the audience the uncomfortable feeling that there is no escaping what is going to happen, almost as if they are the shark themselves. After nearly reaching its victim, the camera moves above the water again, now looking at the shark, using a long shot instead of a point of view, and blood sprays everywhere, telling the viewers that he's claimed his prize. Spielberg also uses a camera tactic in the scene called the dolly zoom when Brody spots the attack from the beach. This classic move is best known to have been used by Alfred Hitchcock in his movie Vertigo. Officer Brody is sitting on his chair in the sun on the beach when he spots the gory scene take place out on the water. The dolly zoom is essentially an optical illusion on film and is slightly disorienting. The shot makes the viewers feel as uncomfortable as Brody probably does when he sees the attack, and adds a sense of urgency to the fear that has already been sparked by the attack. One part of Jaws in which Spielberg manages to most effectively scare his audience is a scene which does not directly involve the shark at all. When a fishing boat is taken down by the massive monster, Hooper and Brody decide to investigate. In this scene, Spielberg uses something called a jump scare. This is a technique used to surprise the audience with an abrupt change in the visual, and is often accompanied by music or sound. In this scene, Hooper and Brody find Ben Gardner's boat in the ocean, and Hooper decides to investigate. He dons his scuba gear and jumps in for a swim and a look. The shot uses low-key lighting, showing Hooper in the dark water, his silhouette seen as he swims in front of the lights from the ship. As he investigates a hole in the boat, Gardner's face suddenly emerges, accompanied by a screech of music. The combination of his dead face suddenly appearing and the loud sound is enough to make just about any Jaws viewer jump in their seat. Though at the end of the movie, the shark is finally seen and there is plenty of blood and gore in the fight between man and monster, it's the build-up to this scene that really brings a feeling of dread and fear to the audience. Using a variety of lighting techniques, sounds, and camera tricks, Spielberg is able to frighten his audience without even revealing the monster until the very, very end. Perhaps the greatest fear that humans have is the fear of what is unseen and unknown. Spielberg was able to geniusly tap into these in his timeless classic horror film, Jaws.